What up, y'all? Back to another Pokemon Pocket video. Usually I say Pokemon Pocket update video, but today we have something a little different. There's a lot of speculation and things that are coming out that will give us possibly details on the trading system that has yet to roll out for Pokemon Pocket. So without further ado, I don't even know if I introduced, it's Ben, y'all. That's how excited I am to talk about it. All right, y'all, without further ado, let's dive in. This is actually probably one of my favorite things about Pokemon is that people are constantly looking for things. They call them leaks, they call them rumors, they call them speculation. But just want to start off before even going anywhere that nothing has been confirmed yet, but apparently this person right here is a known person who usually goes into these things and finds accurate leaks. So let's talk about it. Let's have a discussion. So they're not a leaker, but we have some emojis. We kind of have this recycling thing. We have this Japanese, we have a Joker, and so we kind of get here this is fun riddles kind of piece. So if you're into the Pokemon gaming world, right, with Sword and Shield and with when people are trying to figure out Scarlet and Violet, we got a lot of these. So this kind of feels familiar to me. So then when we're breaking this down, this kind of looks like trading, it's kind of going this way. Japanese symbol, possibly cards equals diamond plus *1. So what does this mean? Well, it popped up on Central Leaks too, y'all. So it seems like Pyro is now hinting at the Pokemon TCG Pocket trading feature being limited to diamond and 1 star. And we already knew that the Pokemon TCG Pocket will implement trading this month, but we also knew that it was going to be limited, right? So there was this idea of we wouldn't be able to trade everything, and now we're getting this hint that this is kind of what the setup looks like. This is also being shown over here. Pokemon Lauren is really great at posting a lot of information about Pokemon Pocket and just kind of hammering down on this piece as well too. I think this upside that we see here is that the promos are unknown, but it fits the rarity scale. So what does this actually mean? Let's say this is all true. Let's say this is what we're going with, and we got a sneak peek before everything out, and you've been collecting cards, you've been opening up those packs. Some of you may even been opening up the gold and just ripping them off with this idea that you'll be able to trade everything away, or eventually trade everything away, right? This is just a restriction. Doesn't mean that this is what's set in stone, but this could this could not be the case. We never know. But 2, if this is the case, it doesn't mean that this is closed from whichever. So I think what this could mean, let's look at the possibilities that we have for cards if this is actually the case. All right, so up here we have Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard EX. And so what this represents is your typical lines that you see in your game. Obviously the cards that you're going for, the cards that build your decks. And so these listed out here, even including just the EX, right? The normal EX, we have 1 diamond, 2 diamonds, 3 diamonds, and 4 diamonds. As we can see, they all have the green, the all clear. Shout out to Pokemon Lauren for these graphics. But this is essentially kind of what falls underneath it. You're able to trade away the cards that make the deck, and so you'll be able to get your full lines, your full pieces in that sense. And so you're probably wondering, okay, what about my full arts? There's a lot of full arts that I'm really curious about as well too. Will I be able to do that or no? Well, we have a Dragonite here, which is a check, but then we have Pikachu EX and we have Misty. So this part, if this is all true, this is the part that kind of saddens me just a little bit, because I want these full art trainer cards more than anything. I think the full art EX mods, I'm kind of yeah, that's fine, that's all right. We'll go through this and we'll get them when we get them, and maybe I should just have that kind of mindset for the trainer cards. but your full arts, which are also really pretty too, is like your Dragonites, your Weezings, like your Executors, like those ones were like they are part of those secret missions to unlock more of those. The full art normal cards here that are not EX are the ones that are able to be traded. So if you do have a lot of those could be up for trading. And now here is like, you know, like these are the types of cards that you can. So your rainbow rare cards here with little fun little border like your Machamps and like those things, that's no, that we cut that there, which is, you know. And then your immersives as well is looking like a no, and then like your Mewtwo EX is looking like a no. And quite honestly, I feel like this is part of like to be expected in a little bit, because like what's to stop me from like getting on my phone? What's to stop me from getting on my iPad? What's to stop me from like getting on my wife's phone and being like, yo, make a new account and like let's just continue to roll this, and so that way I can get all these essentially for free. At the end of the day, this is a company after all, so I'm pretty sure that they're looking for ways to like make this beneficial for them. And so like getting these right off the bat, like I don't know if I would ever pull packs again kind of thing, but at the same time, if my friend has like 4 of these and like I have a Moltres that they need for their secret emblem, I kind of want to, you know, help out with that. So like I'm really curious as to like how they will work that out in the long run, if everything is leading to be true. But like this is kind of what we have here in that sense. And then here's like the big question marks, like are the promo cards tradable? And like I need them to be. Right, like we have like all of our events, we have our premium passes, we have our drop events there. This is an EX, right? Like, because when you look at the bottom here, there is no diamonds, no stars. And if it's like diamonds and 1 stars, like, you know, 1 star and below, this technically follows under that. However, in those missions where it's like 1 diamond, 2 diamond, or 3 diamond, when you put one of these in their deck, you actually don't clear that mission. So do they count towards it or not is kind of like the bigger piece to think about here. So at the end of the day, what we do know for sure is that we will have trading in January. What we do know for sure is that we only have certain cards available to be traded. What that looks like could be what we just talked about, or it could be something completely different that like fits what they're thinking. But I think like this idea of like limited trading at launch, while some of us may be disappointed at that fact, and like let me know what are your thoughts below. Like I just shared so much, and let me know like what you think. But I think my personal opinion is that this is a you win, right? Because this way you are able to trade and still get your full functional decks. Like for folks who spend and kind of like want to get their like cosmetic pieces, we'll just have to kind of like wait and see what happens. But this again isn't the case where like you have to. So right, like this is for folks who are looking to finally build their Mewtwo EX deck and they needed a Gardevoir, right? Like I paid pack points for a lot of game pieces that like maybe I could have saved eventually because I wanted to play with those decks sooner than later, and trading gives us that. What we don't know still is whether or not this is like a currency. Everything that has to do with Pokemon Pocket is a currency, so like there's lots of talk about this being like the dust that was used as a flare, but the way that a lot of this feels, it might just be kind of, maybe it's only 2 trades a day, maybe it's like and we get the like trading hourglasses kind of thing to like be able to trade more, who knows. But to think that like trading could just be for free, I like, or for free, or like you could just do it unlimited. I don't know if that'd be the case. However, I think this is good. I think it allows folks to make good decks, to like fill out the pieces that they need, and then gets more players, more competitive decks earlier on, and like really build this community together. So I like that, and I really hope that Dina nails this right. And just again, let me know, what did you all think about this possible piece for the trading? All right, y'all, once again, stay tuned here, hit that like, subscribe button for all of the details and information that comes out, and I'm excited to talk through all those with you all as well. I'll catch you on the comments. Peace.